Hey, what's good, guys? So sorry about no video for the past 2 days. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't have a good excuse. I've just been being a fucking nerd and playing that new COD beta. It's not even that good. I've just been sucked up in that. But I'm back today, and today I'm talking about something kind of funny that didn't have any reason behind it. When this happened, there was no reason for this shit to happen. I wasn't doing anything wrong, and plus, it involved all these other people that I had no idea who they were, and I got sucked into this situation for a little bit. And I thought it was kind of funny, so I'm gonna talk about it today. Leave a like if you enjoy. It's like some shit you'd see out of a movie. Let's do this. So this all took place almost a year ago now, okay? I was just sitting in my room, working on some stuff, editing, playing some video games, listening to some music, the shit I always do, honestly. And around this time, I had my setup upstairs. I wasn't completely moved upstairs, but I had my laptop up there, and that's where I was kind of making videos at the time being. And I'm pretty sure at the exact moment everything went down, I was just watching some fucking YouTube video. I was just sitting there in my room on my laptop, and all of a sudden I hear someone walk up my porch from out front and just start slamming on my door, angry fucking banging on my door, someone behind it was about to run in with their dick out, just ready to beat someone up. So when I walk over to the door, I peek out the window, and I can see a fucking angry ass dude, probably looks like he's in his 40s, somewhere around there, holding a fucking bat, a straight up baseball bat. And I'm like, I'm not fucking opening that door. You could suck my dick. But of course, I'm sitting there staring at him for so long, he kind of turns and looks through my window to see if we're in there, and he sees me staring at him. He's like, come to the door, open it. So of course, I don't go to the door, because he's got a fucking bat. I'm not going to open it and get hit in the face. I don't know what this dude's doing. I don't know him. I've never seen him in my life. But he seemed to know me and was very, very upset. So I cracked my window open just enough to talk, and I yelled through my window. I was like, what are you doing, dude? And he screams back. Everything this dude said was just a straight up scream. He was making a fucking scene on my porch. He goes, you got my fucking son sick? And I'm like, what? Who's your son? And he says his name. I've never heard this kid's fucking name before in my life. And he goes, you were smoking pot with him, and when he starts throwing up and getting sick, you run away back to your house? And I was like, I haven't even left my house all day, man. What do you mean? I don't even know your son at all either. And he's like, bullshit. And he screams at me, and he starts pushing on my door and just trying to be threatening. And I was like, okay, dope, this guy's trying to fucking get into my house and hurt me, and I don't even know why. I'm not doing anything wrong. I guess it's appropriate to call the cops, right? So I start looking for my phone and shit, and all of a sudden I hear him yell. He's like, is it not correct that this is, and he says an address, and I can't say the address because it gives away my street, and just, basically he says my neighbor's address, and it's not the neighbor's house, it's right next to mine. It's 2 houses down. And I don't know how this fucking idiot managed to fuck this up in the middle of the daytime and came to my house instead. The numbers on my house are small, but they're fucking there, and you can clearly see if you're at the wrong house or not. But he didn't. He was just too angry and too fucking hyped up on goddamn adrenaline or some shit. But I was like, no, that's not the address that you're at. And then I said my address, and he's like, are you serious? And he backs up and he looks at my house for a second. And I was like, yeah, look over there by the garage. That's where the numbers are. And he saw that he was at the wrong house, and he immediately gets calm, completely different person kind of dude. Just completely calm. And he goes, I'm so sorry. And I was like, yeah, I'm not smoking weed with anyone. I don't know what you're doing, dude. And he's like, so where's that house though that I said? I was like, I'm not helping you with any of that. Leave. And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. And he just whips around and runs into his car, gets in it, and just peels the fuck off. He was gone in a few seconds. And I was like, he didn't even stop at the neighbor's house. He didn't even go over there. I think he was actually so freaked out that he just scared the shit out of some random ass kid, that being me. I feel like he thought I was going to call the police and pursue him or some shit and try and get him arrested or something. I don't know. But I was like, okay, I need to go to my fucking neighbor's house, right? So I run out there, and I'm going over to my neighbor's house. I knock on the door. I've literally never spoken to these fucking people in my life. They probably don't know who I am either. And this dude answers. Looks like he's probably 16. And I was like, yo, what's up? Some random angry man just showed up at my house with a fucking bat. Super upset, super furious, threatening, just being not a good guy. And he said that I was smoking pot with his son, or just, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it involves you because he thought he was at your house and he was at mine, and it was just a misunderstanding. But that being said, he was supposed to be at your house to begin with, and he might come here later or come here tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And he's just like, what's your name? I was like, Austin. He's like, you live pretty close, right? And I was like, yeah, 2 houses down. And he's like, thank you so much, dude. And he just slams the door in my fucking face. And I was like, okay. So I ran back home, checked to see if this dude fucked up my house at all when he pushed on my door. He didn't. He really didn't do anything besides scream and be a little fucking baby. Went inside, grabbed my laptop, set it up in a different room where I could see the street just to make sure this dude's car didn't come through again. And the whole rest of that night I was feel like a fucking neighborhood watch loser. Like I could have put on like a neon green vest or some shit and renamed myself to fucking Bertram or some shit like that. And yeah, that was like the whole rest of that night. I was just doing that. He never came through the rest of that night. And I've had people do this shit before where they show up at my house and like cause a scene and pretty similar experiences. So like having it happen again, it just gave me a huge anxiety attack pretty much. But I never saw that creepy ass angry dad again. I actually ended up seeing the dude though, my neighbor, later in the week, and I asked him about it. I was like, have you seen that guy at all? He's like, no, we figured it out. I was like, really? Like, that's insane. He was so upset when I saw him. He's like, nope, big misunderstanding. And he just kind of like ended it there and we stopped talking. And I was like, okay. And I kind of walked back home just thinking, I was like, what the fuck is true? Because I heard from this angry father that this kid like smoked a bunch of pot with this dude's son and he had that fucking baseball bat ready. So he was pretty angry about it all and just a huge fucking mess of a situation, honestly, that I got sucked into for no reason. And yeah, pretty insane shit. I never saw that guy again. Hopefully he retired the baseball bat and put it in his closet somewhere where no one could find it and never used it as a weapon. Or if he did keep it and use it for things, hopefully he's just some like star fucking player in the MLB for a baseball team. I don't know. I'm just being a fucking idiot at this point. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's story. Please leave a like if you guys did enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new. Leave your stories in the comments down below if you ever had to deal with a very angry person. Hopefully not nearly as bad as this situation. But anyway, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.